Hello, everybody. Welcome to TUI Digital. We're back with our daily show looking at all that's happening in Indian cricket. Beyond the Boundaries, the name of the show. Once again, we have got a power pack panel. We've got Nitin Naik joining us from Mumbai. Arani Basu joins us from Delhi. And we also have Pratyush who's joining us from the NCR region. Thanks a lot, gentlemen, for joining us. And the Asia Cup is still some time away, believe it or not. And today there was no retirement, but it's time to talk about a burning topic that's consumed everybody's mind ahead of the Asia Cup. Nitin, starting off with you, there's a straight shootout for the opening slot right now in the T20 lineup. It's between Sanju Samson and Shubman Gill. Now, it's certain that Shubman Gill will play because he's the vice captain, or so we assume. So, what happens in that case for Sanju Samson, who's been in terrific form in the Kerala Cricket League?
I know, and I think he must have been a recipient of the message from the team management that start looking for options down the order as well. That's why I think he had a couple of stints at number six, um, but I think the best of Sanju you would always find at the top of the order. I think the Indian cricket team and the management can maybe kill two birds with one stone. If they accommodate Shubman Gill at number three, and ask maybe Tilak Varma to sit out, because knowing Tilak Varma's struggles against slowish bowlers on slightly sluggish pitches. Remember, both his T20 hundreds came on faster, truer surfaces in South Africa. Um, and apart from the innings that he played in Chennai against England, and even in the IPL, I think he kind of tended to struggle with strike rate as well as momentum. So on slightly sluggish surfaces, I would prefer Sanju at the top and Shubman Gill at three. That way, I think you would be able to bat Surya Kumar Yadav at four, and then your all-rounders from number five. So Indian cricket can take that route, considering that the Asia Cup is not a very high stakes tournament. I think they can explore that option over here.
Already the same logic that was used to tell us that Virat Kohli can't open. If he doesn't
Yeah,
open, he doesn't find a place in the T20 11. And so he ended up
yeah.
opening in the T20 World Cup. He was one of the three designated openers in the T20 World Cup that India won last year. Does that same logic apply to Shubman Gill?
Um,
Nitin says that he should bat at three if it helps matters. But will he find a place in the 11 if he bats at three?
uh, I believe that's he's going the Virat Kohli route is again. And one of the things that one should know about Shubman Gill is he's a very reluctant middle order batsman. Uh, when he played for KKR, when he was there, the main issue he had with KKR was that they wanted him to bat down the order, and he can be very rigid. He can be very stubborn, and it happened with India A when he traveled. Rahul Dravid tried to push him down in first class cricket with India A. He didn't want to do that. He is very reluctant to go down the order. He is someone who's very comfortable in his skin when he's opening the batting. That's how he perceives, looks at his game. So he feels he's at his best when uh, uh, he likes to control an innings, he likes to play out an innings, and uh, he knows that he's in charge. He knows how that innings is progressing. That's how he has built his cricket. So yes, so Shubman Gill down the order is a distant thought, I guess, at this moment. It can happen. You never know what can strike the team management when they arrive in Dubai. But again, what we have decided, what we had discussed earlier as well, is that this tournament is an audition round going into the T20 World Cup. So they will try out combinations. There's no reason to believe that this is the final combination, if any, they're going in with. So, and it can all change if they lose to Pakistan in any of these matches. So, that's the rider, that only rider they have. We cannot lose to Pakistan in this tournament.
Pratyush, what's your take on this debate? Gill and Sanju Samson, who opens? Because frankly, in my view, batting order doesn't matter after the opening slot in T20 cricket because it has to
In
be fluid.
T20, yeah, exactly. I mean, I agree with both Nitin sir and Arani. What they are saying, yes, Suman is very rigid, but since he has batted down at four, three pehle, फिर four in Test cricket, so there's no harm of him batting at down at three, because Sanju's strength is at top of the order. He can hit sixes, and in in Asia Cup there's no quality pace also. Sanju struggled against quality pace, right, against England. We have seen that the ball जो hurry करता है with Archer and all, every kind of troubled him. So Tilak Verma, I think Tilak Verma left right combination भी आपका intact रहेगा with these three at top of the order. And Tilak Verma on sluggish Dubai pitch, I don't think he is suited for number three. And his runs have come against South Africa, and that attack is like अभी नाम भी नहीं याद होता. That's like fourth string South African pace attack, where he
Marco
scored
Jansen
all.
was the lead bowler there. Yeah.
Marco Jansen was the only name. So it will be interesting given the form. Sanju is his six hitting spree. He can hit those sixes against the likes of UAE and all. Ek Haris, I think only Haris Rauf can trouble him. That's where it is. And since Haris Rauf comes like ball बाद में डालने आता है, that opening six over, Naseem Shah is not in the squad, so Shaheen is not the same bowler जो पहले था. Uh, so I think he should open the opening combination should stick there to one and two, Abhishek and Sanju. Number three Suman can be there in place of Tilak Verma.
Okay, now we'll open up for our subscribers. We've taken the initial comments from our panelists. Just a request to We Are Just Human, Bhavik Haswani, Arvind Atreyas, and Kiran Kumar Sports. I've seen your comments and questions. Please don't spam them, so it becomes very difficult to sift through everything. Starting with you, Nitin. Arvind Atreyas, our regular, says Sanju Samson has to play in top three, otherwise no spot for him. Uh, he has a lot of questions addressed to Dwaipan because he assumed that Dwaipan is joining, so we'll still take it up. Arvind Atreya says, Didi sir, it's Sanju versus Tilak at 3. Sky favorite, Tilak Gambhir favorite, Sanju, who will play? And he also says, Didi sir, frankly speaking, Sanju can't handle 145 kilometers per hour bowlers. Sanju is getting ready to bash some mighty Oman and UAE. What's your take, Nitin?
I like what he said. The first question, he said he has to bat in the top three because um, he was given an opportunity in the middle order. I think apart from a couple of games against Sri Lanka at Dharamshala in 2022, I don't think he was really impressive at that number. His best because he likes he likes to play the new ball. He likes hitting aerial shots, and that's when in the power play, that's when he can be in business. Also, I don't think he's a great rotator of strike, which Shubman Gill is, by the way. So that is why I feel that uh, post 6 overs, I think Gill would be a slightly better option because he can kind of control the tempo of play. Sanju also, if you see, I think he even in the IPL, I think if we can praise his record. How many? Only one season of 500 runs plus. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's had only one season of 500 plus. Uh, I also think that once the wickets start to get a bit tired, if you see throughout his IPL stint, then I think his performances kind of start tapering. Uh, he enjoys a great start to the IPL, and then his the law of diminishing returns kind of apply to his game. That's also partly I think because he does not have the game to maneuver the ball once it gets older. However, I mean, it's just a 20 over game, but once the ball gets slightly softer and the spinners are at play and the field kind of spreads, I don't think he has the game or the mentality to work the ball around for ones and twos and keep the game going and maybe rotate strikes so that the better striker can come in and hit sixes. So I still feel that Gill at number three and Sanju and Abhishek. Don't touch the Sanju and Abhishek opening combination for the time being. Give them a run of 4 5 games in slowish, sluggish conditions because those are the conditions that you might have to encounter come the World Cup. So let's continue with this combination, and Tilak unfortunately might have to sit out unless one of these two goes through a horror run of form, Abhishek and Sanju. Then you get Tilak in, and then you get Gill back at the top of the order.
Arni, question from Kiran Kumar Sports, or like a comment. He says, even if Sanju scores 1,000 runs in KPL, team management will play Gill ahead of Sanju. Sorry to say that Gill is favoritism for team management. King D, however, says, I am afraid they will open with Gill and Sanju and drop Abhishek. And we are just human, says Sanju at the top versus Jitesh in the lower middle. There is, I think there is more value in Jitesh. Sanju struggles against high pace plus inconsistency problem. Don't justify his place ahead of Jaiswal or Gill.
Yeah, for the KPL thing, I don't think the selectors or the team management are looking into his performance as in the KPL. It's about him getting adjusted, getting used to a batting position, trying it out, and see it's always going to be very tough when a player, international player, comes down several levels here to this level. Remember, it's a intra-state tournament. It's just if it's just been broadcast on TV, it isn't the highest quality of cricket. You don't know the bowlers who's bowling. The bowlers don't know what they're bowling. You don't know what kind of surfaces they're playing on. Like at Kotla, it's raining, the pitches will be damp and everything. This is the monsoon and everything. So you don't count those performances. That it's just about Sanju getting into a mindset that if the need comes, if he has to bat for India at number six, then he knows how it feels like going at number six. That's it. Uh, and yes, to what they are talked about his record, like Nitin sir had touched upon, this wild inconsistency has been his bane. That is the sole reason uh, that has been pulled him back in Indian cricket. He could not move at that pace, given all the talent that he had when he burst onto the scene as an 18-year-old for Rajasthan Royals. So that is a major issue that Sanju has to work out. His list A career isn't really good. His domestic career, first class career isn't really good. So he has been that T20 IPL player who, and again there, he tapers off after the first half of the IPL. Again, slow pitches when he has to come down the order and all that. Those are factors that he needs to work on. Maybe he's what 30, 31 by now. So he doesn't have much time to do that. But yes, his best chance comes at the top of the order. And and the thing with Indian cricket right now is they're most regular batters who are not all-rounders or anything. They're all vying for that top three spot. Even in IPL, they all want to bat up the order, be it Shreyas Iyer, Shubman Gill, Sai Sudarshan, Rishabh Pant. They will all be batting up the order. That's where the runs come. That's where the field is in. You have to understand that the field is in when you sky a couple of balls, you get away with it. So that gives them the cushion. The dirty job is done by number five, number six, number seven. When the match is lost and won, you either get adulation or otherwise you are good for nothing. That's those other. Even if an opener gets off to a 35-run start, he's done quite well. That's the perception. But for a finisher, they have very little breathing space. So I think the Indian team management is looking to bolster that middle order. They will get kind of T20 cricket is being played by this generation. They will get off to good starts. Uh, that will depend on the day itself if it matches or outdoes the opposition. But they have to see there that the run rate doesn't taper down after the 6 overs. If you look back the three series that Surya is captain, India hasn't finished as strong. They have always looked like they will score 250 or 222. Sometimes they finish at 190 or barely made it to 200. So that's the thing they're focusing on. Power hitting down the order when the field is out, the ball gets a little softer. So I think they will try out a lot of people down the order. I think from four to eight,
So
that is going to be very crucial for India.
Yeah, we've got a super chat as always. So Arani seems to attract the super chats somehow. We need to make sure that Arani is there every day. Gaba ka Gaman says he sent Australian dollar 799. I don't know what's the exchange right now. It's 50 plus, I think. So
7.99. Yeah.
7.99, so into 50
Uh,
plus whatever. So you all can work it out and send to us how much it is. Gill has 2100 runs at strike rate of 155 in last three IPL. Sanju has 1200 runs at strike rate of 150. Sanju is overhyped while Gill is stereotyped as an anchor. Pratyush, this is a
Yeah.
question that you must answer. Why do you overhype Gill? Sanju, sorry.
Overhyped and stereotyped. ये तो like this is something, uh, as Arani mentioned rightly. Sanju Samson is someone. His entire career has been enigma, right? He failed to like display his full potential, and at the age of 31 and jo bhi hai. But Suman's game has improved since the time he has joined GT as top of the order. There's a role clarity. In the first season, strike rate was less, but then he has worked on it. If I remember, if you talk to Gurkirat Man, the guy he's worked with him on his T20 batting. It's a very interesting thing. So he has worked on it, his batting, and Sanju is six, and Sanju's career has been like six and out. या तो मतलब या तो बाढ़ है या फिर दावत है, like there is no in between. Gill has been more consistent, so you need, and Gill is good against solid good pace. So we have seen that against England series. Sanju Samson has struggled, but still I feel that at Asia Cup, when there is no not such no, the bowling attack is going to be like 130, batting one Harish Rauf ka
So
145.
Rohan Dixit has a point,
हाँ,
and he wants to counter you on this. He says the same people who are saying VK is 140, 150 strike rate player and we need attacking players, now saying Gill is anchor player, we need one player in 11. Hypocrisy की भी सीमा होती है.
VK was very lucky. It was a fluke that we won that T20 World Cup final. Let's be very honest. There was Jasprit Bumrah in our team. वो नहीं तो वो 60 बॉल में 75 रन 80 रन वो मैच हार ही चुके थे. And it was to accommodate VK, we were forced to sit. SSV Jaiswal didn't play, right? तो वो मतलब, but and Suman is a better T20 cricketer than VK. So he's a different generation. He can hit those
Saying a
big
big,
sixes.
big thing. Pratyush is
Yeah.
saying a massive thing. All you VK fans, he's saying a massive thing that Gill is a better T20 player than
Yeah,
VK.
absolutely. It took
And for
seven
clarity, he says
seasons.
VK.
It took
What is the
seven
full
IPL
form of
seasons
VK?
for Virat Kohli to
For
be
clarity,
that
Pratyush,
one IPL season.
for clarity,
Right.
VK, what is the full form of VK? If you can say that so that his fans can also
Virat
hear.
Kohli. तो ठीक
Okay,
है.
fine.
But I feel the Suman Gill is a better T20 batter. He has done
Ranav,
well. Yeah.
Ranav underscore S says, I agree with Pratyush. Kohli was tickless passenger in T20.
So like, coming back to the question, I think I'll stick to the point that I think Suman should play in number three and Sanju should bat, because since if you're, I mean, there's no quality pace attack. Again, I'm repeating it. There's no quality pace attack. So I think Sanju will feast on those matches. It's Sanju Surya. I mean, the Surya Kumar Yadav never does well against Pakistan also. So these two are the made to score runs against the so-called minnows in T20. But in T20 there are no minnows. But yeah, I think Sanju should play, and so should Gill also. Gill should bat at three. It will be a new challenge. He has done that. Agar Test cricket may he has moved down to number four, so he can take that risk in T20s also.
Okay.
And yeah, again I'll
Uh,
repeat myself. Suman Gill is better T20 batter than Virat Kohli. ठीक है, अभी
Okay,
जो सब है.
big statement by Pratyush. He's confident of going home tonight. There are Sayyid Nizamuddin says गिल को लाकर सारी टीम को ऊपर नीचे कर दिया. Rohan Dixit is having a counterpoint to Gaba ka government. He's saying Gaba ka government, please correct your facts. Gill scored 1,890 runs with strike rate of 150 while opening, and Sanju and finished Kohli 2023 639 with strike most sixes by an Indians. Uh, and there is one more comment here. Shubham Mishra says, आई डोंट थिंक सर दोनों ही सही नहीं है T20 फॉर्मेट में. ये तो वही बात हुई कि क्या कौन ज्यादा बुरा है, मतलब इज टॉकिंग अबाउट गिल एंड विराट. And Amol Chate says, why so much hate for Sanju in panelist? No need for rotation or strike. Just hit sixes, which Shubman can't. Shubman Gill does not suit for modern day T20 cricket. Nitin, what's your question? What's your response?
I respectfully disagree with Amol Chate. I think he's a very good T20 batter, but uh, it will be a new challenge for him, and a challenge which he should accept to make space for Sanju at the top of the order. Sanju, and I don't understand why the viewer over here feels that we are all having a hatred towards Sanju. In fact, we are all batting for him to bat at the top of the order. So I don't understand where the perception of hate has come from. I feel that you know Gill has the variety in his game and the mandate from the team management that he will be a part of the T20 setup, which will allow him to be a little bit more bold and try out some adventurous and unorthodox strokes. He can play the reverse sweep and stuff, which I have not seen Sanju play very often. I think because Gill has more multi-day game experience at his disposal, so I think he also has the variety, and he's one batter, Chandresh, who can bat in different tempos. I don't think Sanju has that ability to bat in, if at all there comes a situation where you're chasing 160 but the team is kind of 80 for 5. um, will you bank on a Sanju Samson to you know to be a little bit more selective with his shots and maneuver the ball? uh, let's remember that both Dubai and Abu Dhabi are big playing fields, and there'll be lots of ones and twos that the teams, and they're both very heavy outfield, so there will be a lot of ones and twos that the teams might have to run. That's where I feel that Gill's ability to bat in different gears might just serve India a
Okay.
little bit better.
Yeah, I think we have a question from one of our viewers, Sahil Malhotra. He says, Chandresh your thoughts on no telecast for Dulip Trophy? How will talented 38-year-old from Northeast get that limelight and attention of selectors? We also have a couple of other questions about Dulip Trophy, and I want Arani to answer as well. Where they are saying, first of all, Harshit Sagar says, why is Dhruv Jurel not playing for Central Zone? He's also got injured. Rana underscore S says, Arani Bhai, why are you not covering Dulip Trophy from ground? And Bhavik Aswani says, even local cricket league matches in my city are streamed on YouTube, but richest cricket board can't afford to stream Dulip Trophy. Yesterday on this very show, Arani, you promised that there will be live telecast. What has happened?
Tulip Trophy at some point, I believe. I think with the so many leagues going around at this point, I think the broadcaster is also strained to have the equipments and production ready for coverage of the Tulip Trophy right now. And seriously, I think if you're thinking you're missing out a lot, not watching Northeast cricket, so uh, I really doubt if you have better things to do during the day. So. No disrespect to Northeast cricket, but it needs a lot of time. It needs a lot of time. Those runs that Rajat Patidar and the other boy has scored today, I think that I think that's okay. That's good next session for them. Let's keep it to that. So, what was the other question, Chandresh?
Uh, yeah, about the fact that
Local cricket leagues.
local cricket league also
No,
matches
that
are.
I answered that because there's so many
There's one more
T20
question from
leagues.
our subscriber, Sahil Malhotra. He says, like many important things were forgotten at a historic venue, did the BCCI miss accommodating broadcasting arrangements at COE? He wants you to answer that question.
I don't think. I think they have 4 feeds, and they will be having. I think when teams will tour in the future, or
So,
a lot of India A matches will be played there.
Bhavik Aswani says, I think BCCI is busy in making Rohit and Virat retire, so that's why they forgot to stream Dulip Trophy. So
I
and
think
sports.
the biggest miss will be that we didn't see how Shami bowled actually.
Yeah.
I think he's
But
considered.
I believe that they film the matches for the umpires to be
Yeah,
to
that
be
is
assessed.
recorded.
Yeah,
BCCI has everything up with itself.
uh,
So
every
even if
match
the
is recorded.
selector there's footage of every ball that has been bowled in domestic cricket across age groups and across
Genders.
genders. So you don't have to worry about it. If the selectors want to see a footage of anything, their video analysts get every footage. So don't worry about that. Everything is recorded. It's there somewhere. It's not there for I think public viewing right now. What I'm assuming is that there are so many leagues going around in the country. There's only one broadcaster now at this moment to have and all those leagues are in their business at their business end. So I think they will be broadcasting the League Trophy when the tournament rolls on.
From the semis
Okay,
onwards, I think they will
yeah.
they will be telecast.
Hmm.
Yeah. Pratyush, there are a few angry comments for you. As expected, Kerala Nazrene says Sanju has an average of 56 in ODI, batting at 5 and 6. That came from proper strike rotation with big hits. At least do some research. You have angered a full. Don't even think about going to Dubai. And Rohan Dikshit says 973 runs with all-time season and 10 years in itni flat pitches with third-class bowling, two-time World T20 World Cup player of the tournament, 2022 296 runs with strike rate of 148, where whole team choked 82 against Park, but Gill is greater than VK.
I mean, Ahmedabad and Chinnaswamy, you can't like
Okay,
एक एक
so
अगर रावलपिंडी है तो दूसरा like I mean you can't compare जहाँ
sports
पे
fan says
टॉप
Gill
एजेस ऐसी
Ahmedabad.
pitches आती
Yeah,
है.
sports fan agrees with this. Says Gill Ahmedabad की पाटा पिचेस पे कितने भी रन्स कर ले कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
Anyways, that's a different debate. But हाँ, चिन्ना स्वामी is no like वहाँ पे आग नहीं उगलते वो पिच भी वैसा ही रहा है. So this just so I mean if you वो and T20 में tell me one thing like I just कहाँ पे there are so pitches जहाँ पे trouble होते हैं batters. In SA20 I have felt that few matches if you have covered it there 150 kind of a score happens and it's still very competitive. That league is bit competitive. India में तो it's all like अभी लोग ही नहीं आएंगे if there will be a score less than 200. So if and even if someone is scoring on a flat track तो रन तो बनाना पड़ता है ना भाई. Like same जैसे हमारा conversation था about सरफराज खान कि रन तो बना रहा है ना रन तो बनाना पड़ता है ना बैटर को रन बनाना पड़ता है चाहे वो कैसे भी बनाए वेट है एंड ऑल एवरीथिंग दैट्स आल्सो एन आर्ट यू हैव टू स्कोर रन्स सेम गोज लाइक यू हैव टू टेक विकेट्स एंड और क्या था संजू सैमसन का भाई यार वी आर बैटिंग फॉर संजू सैमसन वी आर नॉट लाइक सेइंग कि संजू सैमसन को हटा ही दो बट हाँ देयर इज लाइक आई स्टिल फील दैट व्हेन कम्स टू पंत संजू जितेश तो जितेश हैज का इंटरनेशनल एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है पंत इज इंजर्ड तो संजू शुड बैट एट टॉप थ्री उसका वही फॉर्मेट है and uh, and we have seen him struggling against quality pace even in the IPL also forget like international even and that ODI knock that people are mentioning yes it was a brilliant knock against South Africa solid था काफी अच्छा knock था but this ऐसा sample size तो यार एक दो knock खेल के कितने चले गए I mean फिर तो I mean we still like पीछे चले जाओ किसी ने बहुत अच्छा ओपनिंग किया था फिर यहाँ पे अच्छा करो ऑस्ट्रेलिया जाके पैर नहीं हिल रहा था हमारे एक फॉर्मर सेलेक्टर का तो ऐसे तो बहुत लोग हैं.
Okay, Arani, before I go to Nitin, there is one question about from Nimish Juneja. He wants to know when is the India A squad going to be announced?
I think when are the matches, Pratish? There,
First week of September. No?
yeah, I think chairman of selectors is not in the country right now. He'll be arriving in a couple of days, and I think
So he's not
maybe
watching
we
Durham
can.
Trophy.
No, team is ready. It's just
Team is,
after the
but
first
they
round of
will
match.
whatever
Yeah.
before announcing, they will go through it once again, whatever it
So,
is.
so you're saying chairman of selectors is not watching Durham Trophy?
I think he will come and I said he'll be back in a couple of days. So, there are other folk selectors as well. And there are two matches going on simultaneously. So two selectors will do suffice. that. So,
Okay, fine.
so that
Anyways,
that
for
is
the last couple of years, we anyways had 4 selectors only.
yeah. So we are looking at three selectors for a while now. But I don't think they will let go of the selectors before they find the alternatives right now. With the AGM and everything, there's a lot of things that has to be sorted out first in the BCCI. And yes, I think that team will be out anytime. So
Okay, as I requested all the viewers watching us, we'll take all your questions. If you just comment once, it becomes very difficult to go through all the things. So I just have sift through a lot of them. Nitin, there's a question from Rahul Ballav. If due factor kicks in like in 2021 and India bats first, the Indian batters won't be able to stand tall against Shaheen Afridi. Because 21, the T20 World Cup, we remember the 10 wicket victory for
Hmm.
Pakistan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But after that, what has happened to him? He hasn't really, and I don't think Shaheen Afridi is there in the squad. Is he there in the squad? Shaheen Afridi?
Yeah,
yes,
is that
no,
is that?
He's there. He's there.
Naseem
Okay.
Shah is not there.
Naseem Shah is not. Yeah. So I mean, we attach too much importance to that one game, isn't it? I mean, apart from that game and one more game in the Asia Cup which we lost, that also happened only because Arshdeep Singh I think dropped a sitter. So because of those two losses, that really should not make India fear this Pakistan lineup or imagine eventualities. I feel that Shine's pace is not the same as it was 4 years ago. Multiple reasons, twin injuries on the legs, overburdening himself by playing in too many meaningless leagues. Uh, I just feel that it's about time that uh, we 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 give this Indian team uh, a huge edge over whichever opponent they come up against. I think the team that might give them a run for their money is actually Afghanistan. Um, that is the one team that may trouble them with their spinners, who a lot of Indian batters do not pick. So I think we need to uh, place India uh, high in the list of favorites, especially when it comes to the match against Pakistan.
Okay, there are some questions for Arani. One is from Shubham Mishra. सर हमें ये भी देखना चाहिए कि गिल के आने से एक ऑलराउंडर को भी हम नहीं खिला पाएंगे. अगर विकेट कीपर ओपन करेगा तो हमारी बैटिंग डेप्थ अच्छी होगी. ये हमें समझना चाहिए, स्पेशली इन T20 फॉर्मेट. Musical being one says, is there any need for all format specialists in modern game? Gill's selection is befuddling. Views. And also, one more question. Sports fan says, Arani, how do you see the future of Vipraj Nigam in Indian cricket? Since Gigi is obsessed with batting depth and is a perfect for role of leg spinning all rounder.
Uh, uh, First, I think we need to go through the numbers of Vipraj Nigam, and he has a long way to go. Let's just keep it to that. I think people get excited very quickly. It seems, yeah, because uh, his batting, yeah, it's okay. He can hit a couple of lusty blows, and it's all about making room and hitting through the offside. So he has to develop a lot in his cricket. So let's not get overboard about Vipraj Nigam right now. It can happen in a year, or you never know if he turns up in the IPL a better player, more rounded player. So you never know. It can be a good option. Uh, Again, the Gill question again. So. Aren't there enough all-rounders in the playing 11 already? Akshar Patel, if he's batting in the middle order, Hardik Pandya there, couple of there, and you want to
Abhishek can bowl.
consider Shiv. Huh?
Abhishek can bowl.
Abhishek is there. Yeah, Abhishek is there. And
Surya won a
uh,
T20 series with his bowling.
so, yeah, and if you want to consider Shivam Dube a bowler as well. So there are options. Like 20 overs, and you have seven bowling options. I think that should suffice. Uh, right
And
now,
also the
again,
question
what
about all format player. Do we really need all format player?
See, if the player is good enough to play in every format, why not? Then what is Jasprit Bumrah doing playing all formats then? Let him give up one format then. I don't think if the player is good enough, if he can add value to it, and if you have an all format player in your lineup, you know he can handle any situation. He's accustomed, he's schooled in a way, he's groomed, conditioned in a way where he can accustomed handle different types of situations. He can play the moving ball, the bouncy ball, or he can play a tough match where you need to score 160 on a sluggish pitch and you need to just hold your. Yes, Bumrah may have won the World Cup for us, but uh, and Virat was batting at a strike rate of 100 till he scored that 50. But India had lost 3 wickets in the first 30 with not even 30 on the board. So at that time, a big player has to step up, and at least that's the reason with Gill. When you are stuck, when you are off to a really bad start, you need a player who can ensure you reach that 170 mark, which makes a match for the bowlers. It gives the bowlers something to bowl at. So you need that kind of player as well. You don't, if you go hell for leather with every batter, you never know. It's a boom and bust theory then. Then you need couple of stable players who doesn't hold you back when you're going at a good rate as well. So I think
Okay.
Shubman, if need be, he can bat at 160, 170 also when the tempo is good. So he chased down 200 at Kotla without breaking a sweat against Vipraj Lingam, if people were talking about. Yeah. Sai Sudarshan and they just strolled to the 200 run target at Kotla. 2 overs left, they just strolled. They didn't even break a sweat. So you don't have what people are mistaking with Shubman is that he doesn't come across a brutal hitter. He's more elegant. He picks his time. He picks his delivery to hit the ball, but he hits he hits if he bats for 15, 16 overs, he hits five sixes in innings, and that is 30 runs there for you. So uh, I don't. I think people are getting an aversion of against players who bat an entire T20 innings, but you have to see what he brings to the table as well. Let him. Okay, if he does not translate this over the next 2 3 months, then maybe we can revisit this thing. But given the form, the confidence that he's coming in with, I think he's going to dominate. He's this guy. He looks even when he was this young kid playing IPL, when he used to take guard, you knew he's there. He wants to dominate. He does not care for the world and everything. He believes that he's the superior guy on the park. So that's the kind of character that you need in a team as
Okay.
well.
R now underscore S Arni has one more question for you. Arni bhai, how did you see the performance of Salil Malhotra in DPL? He's future prospect in T20 for India.
Salil, I think Salil is also going through the grind. It's a system. He needs to again. These are all when we go through these DPL matches and state league matches. These are all uh, not even finishing schools. These are schools where you start get your career rolling first. So I think Salil is a prospect. People who know me know how much I batted for Salil to get his Ranji Trophy cap as well. So I think Salil can, if Delhi cricket keeps its mind, gives him a good run, he should first he needs to get the opportunities first. Uh, the DPL is the first hurdle that he has crossed, and now with the domestic season, if the DDCA backs him, I think he can convert his potential into something good.
Okay, Pratyush, you are right now the most wanted man on the chat window. Kerala Nazrene says Shreyas was backing away versus Archer and lost his sums. Gill had no clue against Archer and lost his off stump. At least Sanju got out on the boundary line trying to hit a six. Legend X Gaming says Virat, you are foolish. You should also throw your wicket in the name of intent. वो सही होता फालतू में रन बनाए और एफ और फिर गिल इज ग्रेटर देन वीके कर रहे हैं लोग वरना ये लोग फ्लूक बोलते हैं यही नहीं बोलेंगे अक्सर रन लीक कर रहा है
अरे अभी
अच्छा स्लेजिंग
कहाँ
स्पोर्ट्स
हाँ
हैज वन स्लेजिंग स्पोर्ट्स हैज वन मोर तुम लोग पहले रोहित शर्मा का प्यार करते थे अब तुम लोग शुभमन गिल का प्यार कर रहे हो
उससे पहले विराट कोहली करते थे, फिर एम एस धोनी थे, उससे पहले अनिल कुंबले थे। तो हाँ मतलब प्यार तो ऐसे ही होता है यार। बट हाँ एनीवेज, विराट कोहली यार, I mean I feel like the very controversial thing is Virat Kohli has played some phenomenal inning, Mohali T World Cup, that MCG wala
and
and
what
all.
about that pace he has a point Archer when he bowled
हाँ, तो
you
बाउंड्री लाइन पे
that,
कैच होना, आउट तो आउट ही होता है ना। अभी आपका ऑफ स्टम्प जाए या फिर आप लॉन्ग ऑफ पे कैच आउट हो, मिड विकेट पे जाओ या फिर कहीं भी जाओ, आउट तो आउट ही है। एंड देन इट्स लाइक द, आई मीन बोल्ड होना कहाँ, ठीक है विकेट तो विकेट होता है यार, बट आई एग्री with it, but uh, I still maintain that Sanju Samson against quality pace is trouble. You just go and watch the IPL videos, the old videos. You'll have the clue. There's a reason why no team management we always talk about Aभिमन्यु Ishwaran. There's a reason why no team management has given Sanju Samson an extra rope. Manish Pandey was hard done, I feel. But well, it's in the case of Sanju Samson, I agree. Like there is something that's just not right with his batting. Consistency may be the problem. Against quality pace, can he hit sixes at will against spinner in the middle order after the power play? So we are talking that Sanju should bat at top three. He should open. That's what we are saying, right? गलत तो नहीं कह रहे यार.
The
so Kerala
problem with
Nazrene
Sanju being typecast as a T20 batter here is that he needs to bat at 160, 170 now. That's the expectation people have. If you have,
okay
because he has, for all that he has done in over the years, he has not, there has been an accusation that he has not taken Ranji Trophy cricket seriously, he's not taken domestic cricket seriously. So he has put all his eggs in a basket. So that's where I think he's walking a thin rope. That's the problem with Sanju Samson.
Okay, we can keep debating this forever. Sanju and Virat are two topics which gets the social media riled up, and Pratyush has riled up social media today, especially our subscriber base with his comments. And is to be very careful. UAE has a very strong Sanju fan following, so we'll see what happens to Pratyush in the coming days. That's it for today, gentlemen. Thanks a lot for joining us. This debate can keep going on. All of you, please keep liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting on all our videos. And also remember, you can be part of the conversation. Keep sending your comments. Just send it once. We'll go through everything quickly. Thanks a lot, gentlemen. Pratyush, Nitin, and Arani for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow. Till then, take very good care of yourselves. And we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye and God bless.